No.
Thank you, Tifereth, for all
Hi, Karen.
this. That's not what I asked.
Did you know that when you buy a mezuzah, it doesn't necessarily have the parchment and writing inside? That's separate.
You ran it by yourself.
My sister bought me one, and it doesn't have anything inside it.
What'd you buy?
A mezuzah.
No, you have to buy the parchment separately.
Am I the only one who did not know that?
Well, no, I only know that because when I was looking online for other stuff, it was always showing the mezuzah and then parchment. It's like, wait, why am I buying the mezuzah and then I have to buy the parchment separately? It should be, they used to come together because they were sealed. The ones,
You still may find one.
you can find them because they're sealed. But yeah,
But then you can't inspect it to make sure it's still.
Who cares? Just put it on.
you know, you put it on your door and you just leave it there.
I'm not going to inspect it.
I wouldn't know what to look for even if I was inspecting it.
It's a Shema.
No, there's a whole lot more on it than just the Shema. I don't know. I'm sure the temple has lots of them that you can buy at their lovely gift shop next door. Open every Sunday from 9 a.m. until noon.
But he's never here.
Or, I'm sorry, not until September 15th. Is that when was that when Hebrew school starts, Sunday school starts?
I don't know anymore. I'm Tifereth for 22 years.
November 10th, this Sunday, so we have an excellent drive.
What is that?
No, the 10th is Tuesday.
No, November 10th.
Oh, November 10th.
Tuesday, okay, well, whatever that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
November 10th is a Sunday.
Don't call me.
Oh, November. I was thinking September.
Just don't call me.
Yeah, you don't want your book. Yeah.
Did you see one in the parking lot? A rabbi. Did you see one? Did you see one in the parking lot? Oh, I know. Oh, no, I know. I did not expect one at all this week.
3 to 4 degrees.
What?
4
What?
degrees, that's how steep it is.
What? Oh, the ramp?
Yeah.
I said it was a mountain. I know that.
Yeah, well, it would be. La di 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 di.
Get part two.
What?
Get part two.
You get part 2. We may start with part 2 and hope we get a few more people. Not looking good, Karen.
Is Linda okay? She's going out of town tomorrow, so for 4 days, so it takes her a week to come. I'm kind of like,
Yeah. Go to the drawer, throw it in. Yes, sir.
I suggested teaching on the fact that when you buy a mezuzah, it doesn't have anything inside it. And that's a total fake out. So if you could,
We could do
you
that.
could expound on that.
We'll have to get a representative from the gift shop to come in and give a dissertation on how to buy a mezuzah for your doors. So you get the fancy ones for the outside doors, and then you get the plain simple ones for the inside doors, if you do the inside doors. Or you just do the outside doors. All doors but the bathroom doors. Don't do the bathroom doors. Or at least you didn't used to. God only knows what the new law says. I don't know. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need one.
When you say here,
Bye. In case I forget.
Does she text you at?
So, yeah. You know, if we could count you, we'd have a Minyan. Barry's here. Barry's here. He walked by. I said we need one.
when we don't have, a minute, she'll make it. She's here. But this is terrible. I think it stinks. Yeah, exactly. It's a difficult. Acoustics. I'm complaining about the acoustics now.
What acoustics? Yes, sir.
I think there should be a teaching on the acoustics in this room.
I don't, oh good, we'll need Barry, or we'll still do teaching first, just in case. Benji, we may need you. Well, not yet, but we may. We're going to teach first, and then if we don't get another person, we'll let you know. Okay, so we'll do teaching first, in case we can get one more person, and then we won't have to have Benji unguard the door. All right, so yesterday we started with the 5 Covenant for Elul that was written by Rabbi Ilana C. Garber. We did the first 2, which are accept the unexpected and love yourself. Today we're going to start with 3, which is settle your soul. We often value the kind of attention that's sharp and focused. It's the kind of attention that we might use to manage chaos and anxiety. But that doesn't necessarily mean we feel more settled. It doesn't necessarily open us up to receive God's gifts. From time to time, while meditating, I might be focused on a particular thing, like the breath going in and out of my body. Thoughts come up and I let them go, sometimes more successfully than others. I try to give the full weight of my attention to what I'm doing and feeling. I might notice a thought go by telling me, ironically, that I'm really attentive. To the best of my ability, I try to focus, to find awareness, and to be vigilant to the experience. But then, often, here's what happens toward the end of meditation when I let that kind of vigilance go. All of a sudden, there's a feeling like diving into deep, cool water, a feeling of expansion, ease, and effortlessness. During the month of Elul and throughout the high holidays, we add Psalm 27 to our daily prayers. It's extraordinarily dramatic, and in it, we hope that God will present with us to not reject or forsake us. Famously, we ask that something, ahat shalti, just one thing, otav avakash, just one request, shaviti bevet Adonai, to dwell in the house of the Lord. That's how we usually translate shaviti bevet. I wish they would just put the Hebrew in here. I can read that better. Shivti bevet Adonai. But recently, Rabbi Gordon Tucker explained this last part in a new way. He said we might understand what I just said as to be settled in life, to be at home in God's world. To be settled in despite the circumstances and difficulties which surround us. To be at home in God's world, fully present and at ease in a home which is expansive beyond imagination. Consider where you dwell and how you might become more settled in a restful, open, and expansive way. 4. Know where you are. I spend a lot of time these days in my position at the Rabbinical Assembly thinking what it means to be a conservative Jew and how our movement can impact the world. We are the center of the spectrum of the Jewish movements. That's an interesting place to be. We have laws and standards that shape who we are and what we do. We put a great study and consideration into our decisions. When we come forward with a modern interpretation of Jewish law, we do so with great empathy for our pluralistic membership. Whether the decision is about driving electric cars to synagogue on Shabbat or eating in a non-hechshered vegetarian restaurant. Does anybody know what that is? Huh?
Hechsher. Yeah, when you have a kosher mark, that means it's hechsher. It's like,
They need to spell it differently then, because it's not. Okay. We weigh the laws and traditions, we explore science and technology, and we balance today's values. It's a complicated and delicate process. Now I realize it all may seem irrelevant. All of this minutia on issues that seem to be non-issues to most. Driving an electric car to synagogue on Shabbat, eating in a vegetarian restaurant, for most of us, these might not be our primary concerns in life. And yet, by embracing our Judaism that allows for these questions and struggles, that acknowledges the sensitivities of living our values, we hold a center that can be a force of stability into the future. In these 5 weeks of preparation, I'd like to suggest 2 action items in this covenant. Know where you are. First, pick up a book or an article about conservative Judaism today. Read a recent teshuvah on one of these issues. Learn one new thing about our conservative movement and what we have done and will continue to do for Jewish life. Second, the Talmud often asks the question, Me nafka mina, loosely translated as, what am I supposed to do with this information? So my answer is this. Conservative Judaism is about laws and standards. But as Rabbi Elliot Cosgrove wrote recently, it's also about life and spirit. So take these seemingly irrelevant concepts, driving the electric car and eating in a vegetarian restaurant, and instead of focusing on the details, ask yourself about the life and spirit and the values of conservative Judaism. What do these decisions teach us about the values of Shabbat and Kashrut and how they interplay in our lives? Even if laws and standards do not fuel your Jewish passion, we can appreciate and be passionate about our Jewish life and spirit. So let's go with that. This year, explore your Jewish life and spirit so you can know where you are. 5, go beyond yourself. We wanted to end with a challenge from one of my favorite poets, David White. We think his poem is a perfect invitation for this time of preparation. We hope it can help guide us all to accept the unexpected, love ourselves, settle our souls, and know where we are. The poem is entitled Just Beyond Yourself. Just beyond yourself. It's where you need to be. Half a step into self-forgetting and the rest restored by what you'll meet. There is a road always beckoning. When you see the 2 sides of it closing together at that far horizon and deep in the foundations of your own heart at exactly the same time. That's how you know it's the road you have to follow. That's how you know it's where you have to go. That's how you know you have to go. That's how you know, just beyond yourself, it's where you need to be. May this Elul bring us and all of our families and our holy community together in health and harmony. May we be able to accept the unexpected, to love ourselves, to settle our souls, to know where we are, and to go beyond ourselves. We hope this is a time of deep reflection and growth. Anybody have your site that would like to daven mincha? Okay.
Page 120.
You didn't ask anybody who doesn't.
Well, I figured anybody that wanted to could volunteer if they wanted to.
That's usually the second problem.
That'll be for Marv. Ashrei Ashrei Beisacha, Adi Aloha Sela, Ashrei Mshachach Alo, Ashrei Ashrei Hadi Veslodi B'Chimik Tehillas Adonai Yedaber Pi, B'Vorech Kol B'Sor Shem Kachol Li'olam Bo'eh, V'Yanachnu Nivrech Pia, Mi'atav Yad Olam, Hallelujah. Yisgadal V'Yisgadash Shemei Rabbah, V'Yamad Yibrach Yisei V'Yamlech V'Achusei, B'Chai Choni V'Yamechon V'Chai Rechol Beis Yisrael, B'Golov V'Zman Kori V'Yimru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Li'olam V'Yomei Amayah. Yisbarak, Yishabach, Yisbar, Yisraman, Yisnaseh, Yisadar, Yisalev, Yisalash, Medikudusha, B'Riyachu, Le'elam in Kol Berchasa, B'Shirasa, Tushbachasa, B'Nechamasa, Damiram B'Yalma, B'Yimru, Amen. The Amida begins out loud on page 122b. If you are still reciting the Amida, please continue to do so. Services continue on page 134. Yiskadav, Yiskadav, Shemei Rabbah, B'yamadi Rachu Yisei, V'yamlech Malchu Yisei, B'chayichonu V'yamechonu V'chayruchol Beis Yisrael, B'golav B'zman Karib V'yimru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mavorach, V'yolam B'yomei Amaya. Yisbarak v'yishabak v'yispar v'yisramam v'yisnaseh v'yisadar v'yisalev v'yisalah shemei kedusha b'riyachu v'yilam min kol berchasa b'shirasa tishbachasa b'nechamasa damiram v'yalma v'yimru amen tizkabal tzelos hon dechol Yisrael kadamu v'handi v'shemayim v'yimru amen Yehei shlomo rabba min shemayim v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen Oseh shalom b'mramav Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yachol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Aleinu l'shavei ha'adam ha'chol, l'aseitu l'aliyotzei bereshit, shalom l'sayim v'yoyei ha'ratzot, v'la'osam ha'nu v'mishpachot ha'adamah, shalom l'sam ha'tinu kahem, v'go aleinu k'chol ha'alam. Saint Shamayim v'yosei orez u'moshav yakrav Shamayim imiyah u'shkinas ozo mehei ramim hu Eloheinu einod emes makenu efesu l'tov kakasu b'torah tov v'yodata hayom ashivas elavovecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim imiyah v'al ha'oretz mitachas einod okay nekabel Kakasi b'torah techa, Adonai yimloch li'olam va'ed, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai, v'melech ha'kol ha'aretz, b'yomahu, yiyeh Adonai echad, hu shemo, hu shemo, hu shemo. If you are saying Kaddish or have a yurt site, today is the 2nd of Elul. We are observing the yurt sites of Sally Roth-Cohen, Sally Gross, Dr. Earl J. Levine, Dr. Howard Newman, Steve Poland, Ann Pomerantz, Idel Sheeran. Warner's Kaddish is found on page 136. Yiskadav, Yiskadash, Shmei Rabbah. B'yomah divrach Yerusei, v'yamlich malchusei, v'chayichonu v'yomechonu v'chayei d'chol Beis Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kori v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mavorach li'olam v'yomei amaya. Yisbarak v'yishtabach v'yispa'ar v'yisramam v'yisnaseh, v'yishadar v'yishaleh v'yishalal shmei d'kedusha b'richu. V'elam min kol berchasa v'shirasa, tush b'chasa v'nechamasa, damiram v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlomo rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Is there anybody that has your site for the 3rd of Elul that would like to daven Marif? Or if there's anybody that doesn't have a yard site that would like to daven Marif? Wait, Linda stood up. Linda.
Okay, so then,
Well, I wasn't sure if you were getting up to step on him and take his place or what you were doing.
I was going to, but Barry ran.
Oh, okay.
okay,
All right, Marif begins on page 137. Please rise if able.
gotta get going, right? והוא רחום יכפר עוון ולא ישחית, והרבה להשיב אפו ולא יאיר כל חמתו. אדוני הושיע המלך יעננו, ביום קראנו. ברכו את אדוני, ברוך אתה אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבים, אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת, ואמונה כל זובכם עלינו כי הוא ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך בוקי הים לפני משה זה אלי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל השכיבנו אנו ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם ברוך אתה אדוני שומר עמו ישראל לעד ברוך אדוני לעולם אמן ואמן ברוך כי גדול אתה ברוך אדוני ויאמר כי בידך נפשי You Einenu Tzachim Beinu. Adonai Melech, Adonai Melech, Adonai Melech, Adonai Melech. Ki hamalchut shelcha hi ulamea timlach b'chavod, ki en lanu melech ela ata, baruch ata Adonai, hamelech bichbodot hamid yimloch alenu le'olam va'ad, ve'al kol ma'asav. Continue with Chatzi Kaddish, bottom page 141, and then the Amida is said individually, silently, starting on 142b. Yikadal v'yikadash Adonai, le'olam yirachim teveh v'chakoteh, v'chayei chodek v'mechot chayei kol beit Yisrael, v'yolem zman karim v'imru, Amen. Yehi shmeir ha'barach, le'olam v'chayei, Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yumal v'yinaseh, Yihadar v'yalem v'lashmei kudusha v'yehu, le'elam yikol bechata v'shirata, v'shvachata v'nechmata, v'miro v'yalma v'yuhu, Amen. If you haven't finished the Amida, please continue. The service resumes, page 149, Kaddish Shalem. Yikadav Yikadash Mirabah, Be'alma Divrach Hirute V'yamlich Machute, B'chayechon of Yomechon of Chayet Chol Beit Yisrael, Bagalav Izman Kari Vimru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Ve'olam Olmei Olmaya, Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitbar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar V'yitaleh V'yithalal Shmei Kedusha, B'richu, La'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbechata V'nechamata, Damiram B'yalma V'imru, Amen. Tikabal Slotan V'avtahon D'chol Yisrael, Kadam Avahon D'vishmaya V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu V'yakol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom V'imromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'yakol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Aleinu L'shabeach L'adon. Shamayim v'yased haaretz u'mavshav yikara b'shamayim mima'al u'shchinatu zo b'gavhei meromim u'Eloheinu einod emet malkeinu efes zulato kakatu b'torato v'yadata hayom v'hashevota elavavecha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim b'shamayim mima'al v'al haaretz mitachat einod. Kakatu b'toratecha, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai, le'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, continue, if you can turn to page 92, and since the teaching that Brad shared talked about the powerful language of this psalm for the season of repentance, let's do it responsively in English, page 92. A Psalm of David. Adonai is my light and my help. Whom shall I fear? Adonai is the strength of my life. Whom shall I dread? When evildoers draw near to slander me, when foes threaten, they stumble and fall. Though armies be arrayed against me, I have no fear. Though wars threaten, I remain steadfast in my faith. One thing I ask of Adonai, for this I yearn, to dwell in the house of Adonai all the days of my life, to behold God's beauty, to pray in God's sanctuary. Hiding me in his shrine, safe from peril, God will shelter me beyond the reach of disaster and raise my head high above my enemies. I will bring God offerings with shouts of joy, singing, chanting praise to Adonai. Adonai, hear my voice when I call. Be gracious to me and answer. It is you whom I seek, says my heart. It is your presence that I seek, Adonai. Do not hide from me. Do not reject your servant. You have always been my help. Do not abandon me. Forsake me not, my God of deliverance. Though my father and my mother leave me, Adonai will care for me. Teach me your way, Adonai. Guide me on the right path to confound my oppressors. Do not abandon me to the will of my foes, for false witnesses have risen against me, purveyors of malice and lies. Yet I have faith that I shall surely see Adonai's goodness in the land of the living. Hope in Adonai, be strong, take courage, and hope in Adonai. Lulehem anti lirot betuv Adonai be'eretz chayim, kaveh el Adonai chazak v'yametz libecha, v'kaveh el Adonai. In the Mourner's Kaddish, page 100. And as we begin tonight and tomorrow, the 3rd of Elul, we observe the yortzites of Constant Gilbert, Joseph Leto, Elsie J. Levine. Are these the same names that you read? No, different. Elsie J. Levine, Philip Sherman, Albert Weston. Any other names to add for tonight? I'm also remembering the aunt of my friend Miriam. Her aunt was, I think it was Ruth Goldstick. I hope I got the name right. Mornis Kaddish. Yid Gadal, V'yid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma, Divrach, Yirutei, V'yamlich Machutei, B'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei, L'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala, V'zman Kari, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach, V'olam Olamei Omaya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yithalal, Shmei D'Kudisha, B'richu, Le'ela, Minkol, Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechamata, Damiran, V'yalma, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. V'oseh Shalom, V'imrumav, Huya, Seh Shalom, Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Yeah.
Services tomorrow morning, 7:30, tomorrow evening, Shabbos, 5:30. That's it. Good night, Karen.